Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Tuesday morning forecast update. A bunch to talk about again today. Many of us waking up to just a quick splash of rain early this morning, but most of the day we'll be dealing with some dry but cloudy weather, and it will be a little warmer today as most areas will return to the low 60s, and that warmer, we'll call it for January and early February weather, will continue through the end of the week and the weekend as well. Weekend's still looking fantastic, but before we get to the weekend, we'll have some heavy rain on Thursday and looking increasingly likely that we will see a few severe storms on Thursday as well. So we'll get to that severe weather threat in just a moment. No severe weather today. We do have just a little weather disturbance that's passing through this morning. Some of the moisture coming back. We've been dealing with a lot of just dry, desert-like dryness for the last week or so, and that's going away this morning as we begin to pull some moisture in off the Gulf, and that's resulting in a few of those scattered rain showers as we had that little wiggle or just a little disturbance in the atmosphere overhead this morning. So there will be some rain till about 7 or 8 a.m., but once we continue through the morning here, the chance of rain will drop off very quickly for us, and we'll spend most of the late morning and afternoon with dry, but mostly cloudy weather today. So the clouds will hang on. The rain will leave us shortly. You can see on your Robinson Futurecast that the rain should wrap up in most areas by 9 or 10 a.m. this morning, and the clouds just kind of stubborn today, and there will likely be some fog that develops as well. So it is somewhat of a tricky temperature forecast today, just depending on where the fog, where the clouds are more persistent throughout the day here, but we're beginning to see that fog develop south of I-20. And once those rain showers move out, we'll likely see some fog develop behind that rainfall. So especially areas here on I-20 that are receiving the rain this morning, we'll see some fog probably through the mid-morning hours here. Temperatures right now in the 30s and 40s, pretty chilly morning with that rain moving through here, and high temperatures today, likely in the upper 50s and low 60s. But if we do see that fog develop and clouds kind of hang on today, it could wreak havoc with some of the high temperatures. I would not be surprised if things came in maybe just slightly cooler than what we're forecasting today, but either way, just a little bit warmer than where we left off yesterday. So the big weather maker here is going to be this area of low pressure. We kind of call this a bowling ball low. It's a closed area of low pressure that's going to continue to move towards Texas. These closed lows, they move pretty slowly, but this one will move slow for the next day or two, but then open up and swing across the Arctic on Thursday, and that's what will introduce some of the ingredients for severe weather. Thursday, pretty warm day. We'll likely wind up in the low 70s with the warm front coming up from the coastline here, so it's areas south of I-20, especially in the afternoon. This is where we could see some wind and maybe an embedded tornado with a few of the storms that pop up Thursday afternoon. Thursday morning, kind of midday, we could see some storms here in the northern Arctic, but again, the ingredients won't be there to see any tornadoes, but we could definitely see some wind and maybe just some hail with a few of the storms early in the day on Thursday. So we'll time out this weather threat for you on your Robinson Futurecast. Starting Wednesday, again, tomorrow we'll likely see the showers pick up in the afternoon and evening. So tomorrow for a lot of areas will kind of turn into a rainy day here, but the heaviest rain will be pushing in with the system on Thursday, and you can see that rain picking up in the morning. And we do think the atmosphere will be unstable enough that we should see some storms here, especially in the afternoon. Those would be the storms that we'd be most likely to see severe weather from, especially the ones that arrive during the warmest part of the day in the mid to late afternoon here. Probably some minor timing adjustments over the next day or two, so make sure you are checking back for updates. But we do clear out pretty rapidly on Thursday, and there's really no cold air behind this system. We get these fronts that roll through. We're used to the cold air popping up, but we're just not going to see that. In fact, we'll have pleasant weather behind the rain Friday, Saturday, as well as Sunday, and we'll have earned it by then, getting through some of the heavier rain that we'll see here, maybe an inch or two of rain I-20 and southward. Still projecting that warm front will probably stall here across the northern Arctic, which will result in some of that heavier rainfall beginning maybe Wednesday night and continuing through the day on Thursday. So still will be some areas here that maybe see 2 to 3 inches of rain, if not some isolated higher amounts, so that will likely lead to some rises on our rivers and lakes. So we could see some just minor roadway flooding issues here on Thursday, but again, just a quick drying trend for us on Friday. Perfect weather taking over late this week and into the weekend, so would be a wonderful weekend for some outdoor activities there. Overnight lows will be in the 40s and 50s, so we do not have any freezing temperatures in the forecast here. We'll keep it pretty warm through at least next Monday, but it looks like we will have some cooler weather arriving by the middle of next week.